let's do it. I'll bring up my video background again. Ha ha ha. I'm excited. It's quiet in here. It's really quiet. Okay. Let's bring up my Google. Okay. Does it sound like I'm audible? Does that sound like music? I think it's okay. I'll give it another shot in a second. The music is maybe a little louder. All right, so now what we're supposed to look at now is exorcism again, of course. That's what we're doing here. And oh my goodness, what is this? A Python trophy? Well, okay. All right, great. Crazy. So, interesting. All right, so we're going to look at a few particular options here on exorcism. One is going to be bash. And one is going to be batch. And one is going to be PowerShell. Uh-oh. Okay. So, let's see. This one has 92. So batch only has 21. That's actually one of the fewest. So whichever exercises there are on batch, I'm going to try doing those. Okay, now let me see. Does the music sound louder on my phone now? Oh yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. All right. Let's look at these. So we've got a hello world and a leap, raindrops, nucleotide count, acronym, Armstrong numbers, Hamming, darts, twofer, reverse string, clock, Scrabble score, series, grains, square root, sieve, difference of squares, nth prime, proverb, food chain, and resistor color, all right? So now the next trick is we want to see whether these are available in all the languages that I want. Hey, check this out. I've checked this one. I've completed the Hello World in 75 languages so far. All right. Objective C is a holdout. And Delphi Pascal, if we find that. There it is. Okay. Great. So let me close this. And of course, I don't really need to look at the Hello World. Close this one as well, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so leap, raindrops. Okay, so now we want to see what is this on. So the leap exercise is on 77 different languages, so every language. Raindrops. 77 again, good. This is on 69. Is it on bash? Yes, and we saw batch. Is it on PowerShell? Okay, so that's good. Okay, acronym. There are a lot of exercises on this site, aren't there? Right, like 21 for bash, that's one of the fewest. For batch, excuse me. Acronym, that's in 75. There's PowerShell and bash up here. Okay, Armstrong numbers. 73, there's bash, and PowerShell here, okay. Hamming, bash, batch, PowerShell, okay. Bash, batch, PowerShell, sure. Twofer, bash, batch, PowerShell, sure. Reverse string, bash, batch, PowerShell, good. Clock, bash, batch, and PowerShell, okay. Scrabble score. A lot of these are going to be easy. And that's good, because I'm going to try to grind through a bunch of them tonight. Series. Alright. Bash, batch, and PowerShell, okay. Grains. Bash, batch, and PowerShell, okay. Square root. Batch, bash, and PowerShell, okay. Sieve. Bash, batch, and PowerShell, okay. Bash, batch, and PowerShell for difference of squares, okay. Nth prime, bash, batch, and PowerShell, okay. Proverb, bash, batch, and PowerShell. Food chain, bash, batch, and PowerShell, and resistor color. Bash, batch, and PowerShell. Okay, so everything available in batch, I can confirm that way. Maybe I could have confirmed a quicker way, but whatever, it's confirmed now. So 21 exercises, that's everything that's available in batch, and they are all available in bash and PowerShell as well, and that's not a surprise. So let's try this one first, I guess. So I'm gonna hit batch, and we're gonna try this. I'm a little nervous that batch might not work well, because I mean it's not Windows to start with, but maybe it'll be fine. Oops, I want to be here. Okay. Nope. I want to be here. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's go into the bat file and let's see what the stub looks like. Resistor color is a very, very simple one. Okay, so we're gonna say echo off. Yep, I remember that from batch. It's like coming home. It's like, this is my first IT job. Like the first 3 months I was there, I was deep in the weeds of batch. Kinda. I mean, I was a noob, but I was spending a lot of time with it. I'm not even a noob now. I'm lower than a noob. All right. So set color code. Okay, so it looks like this is what's passed into the script, right? So far, so good, I guess. Enable delayed expansion. Yep, that's another thing you kind of have to do with batch, as I recall. And I remember a particular website that I would always go to for all my batch needs. So let's go there. I think it was called S64 or something like that. So if I search for this, in fact, if I just search for this word, I think it'll take me right to it. I think it'll take it. Yep, it's the first SS60. I said S64. I forgot that there were two S's. Took us right to it, right? This is the site for Windows Batch, as far as I know. I mean, Google sure seems to think so. I put this word in, and bam! Okay, I'm loving it. So, great. But I don't really need to know about this right now. I think it's fine. So your code goes here, sure. We're going to, so it says set result equals, I guess. And then we're going to echo some kind of a result. And I mean, that's it, right? So we're going to go to the S64 site, and I'm going to try to remind myself, how do we, like, do anything? How do we, like, do anything? All right. So here, let's make a little remark. So a couple considerations, like a couple possible approaches. We could just use a series of if statements. That is not how you spell it. TBH, that's probably what I'm going to do, right? Quick and dirty. So it might also like make sense to like have the data. This is a shell script. So for shell scripts, I think it can make sense to have data in files because the shell scripts just deal with files a lot, from what I've seen. They're very good at dealing with files. Right? So if, for instance, we were to like just put all of the colors into a file and then do something like grep. I do seem to recall there's something like grep that you can do in Windows Batch, but I don't remember if it's grep or something a bit different. So like here's a question. So if we're using Wine, can we open an interactive batch REPL in Wine? Let's see. I'm guessing, okay, so run Windows executables. We can run a program. This one runs it in background, I guess. Let's look at some more information. Can we kind of man Wine? Maybe? Okay. Wine console. So if I just do Wine, console, it says fix me. Okay. I don't think that's quite right. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. It came up over here, but yes. Windows System 32. The command is invalid. All right, I'll just close that, I guess. Wait a minute. This must have opened earlier and I wasn't looking over there. Okay. I guess we could do it with this. So, all right, all right. Okay. So I'm gonna look Windows batch grep, I guess. There's something. Oh, find string. Oh, I do seem to, that rings a bell. I spent a lot of time in it, but it was a lot of years ago. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, so if we shrink this down, so that text is really small in there. Let me just see. Can I just blow that text up a little bit? I could always do one of these. I kind of hate the way that looks. Sure, sure. All right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I kind of hate the way that looks. All right, so here's our CMD. So now I said hi. So now what if we echo purple, right, into some file, right? So I'm going to say colors text. Okay. So now if I, oh shoot. It's not cat, it's type, I think. Type. I drew a blank there for a second. Okay, so there it is. Oh, interesting. It has the double quotes. Okay, so let's overwrite it with purple colors txt. And now let's type that. Okay, so I said overwrite, but then I didn't. Okay. Okay, so there it is. So now echo green colors txt. Oh, I overwrote it that time. Talk about not paying attention. Okay, so purple. So now we've got those. So then if we find string, what is it, like this? Ah, a helpful hint indeed. Find usage, find string options, string. Well, the website had a lot of helpful stuff, but let's just see. So, find string green. No? Do I have to scroll down? Okay. All right, that weird zoom, let's not do that. All right, so find string. We're going to put a string and then a path name, I guess. Unlike the simple find command, find string supports more complex regular expressions. Oh, okay. So actually, find might be okay. Let's just try it with find. So I'm going to go... okay, that doesn't look right. Find. Oh, I'm just going to, I guess, kill it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wine console again. So if I just do wine console, okay, so here it is. And I'm gonna type colors txt again. Okay, so now I'm gonna find green colors txt. And okay, so there it showed it, but I want the line number. Display line number. Okay. Find green, colors txt. Invalid switch. Darn you. Really? Huh. Okay, well, I guess SS64 has failed me? I don't know. It just says invalid switch. Find /n green colors txt. Must be in quotes. Okay. Find green colors txt. Invalid switch. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we can find it like that. But it says it's supposed to support a switch. Okay, so we can we try inverting it? Invalid switch. Okay, what if it's lowercase? Oh no. Have I forgotten something about how you even use a switch at all? Oh no. Ignore case. It just says invalid switch. Okay, so what if it's find string? So find string green colors txt. Okay, so there it is. So can we use a switch here? Ignored. Okay, let's look. Print the line number before each line that matches. I think I'm just going to use the if-else, but I would like to consider doing something like this using a file. But I don't want to be here forever either. And it doesn't seem to be cooperating, and I think that it likely has something to do with the fact that I'm using it in Wine and not on Windows. Alright, so we'll see how it goes. So if we hop back in here, I also considered putting the color data into a file, but got confused about how to use find and find string. Lots of invalid switch and switch ignored. So now for just the if statements. Okay, I guess we'll see if that's any better. So we're going to look for if. So we're going to use a compare op. So we can do a double equals for the compare op? That's nice. Really? Oh no, maybe not. Okay, so we want EQU for our equality operator. Looks like a good one, right? Okay. So let's say if, all right, so it says color code. So if color code equal, I'm going to try lowercase maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to try it lowercase maybe. We'll see. And then using double quotes. Hmm. All right. Okay, so now let's see what colors we're actually looking for. So here's an example. So we said black. Okay, so I'm going to put black. And then, so we did compare op. We skipped the switch there. And so now we'll do a command. And we can also have an else. So I guess we're going to have an else. Okay. So here we will say set result equal 0, right? Else if color, kind of ugly. Yeah, probably more than just kind of. Else if color code, I already hate it a lot. I mean, there are other options other than trying to find a string in a file. Orange. So we're going to test black, white, How does this all colors test work? I don't actually know. All right. So okay, so here we've got a bunch of these, I guess. So wherever we have white, we're gonna have, so I guess this will be brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, and finally the actual white. And here, we'll just count upward, right? And sure, yeah. So no else there. For now, I don't think. So I'll close these else's. It's too many. Dying. Dying. Well, I mean, that's literally pretty much it. Okay, so now what does it say for the help? So we're gonna call... sure, okay. I'll go in there and try calling. Okay, so here's what's in our dir, and I'm going to call resistor color test bat. It says test failed black, test failed white, test failed orange, test failed all colors. Okay, so it didn't work. All right. And it seems to have hung as well. Okay, let me try opening it. F fresh one, I guess. Okay, so here it is. And then let me come in here. Okay, so let's come in here and look at what I was doing. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna say set color code equals black. Okay. I'm gonna say if color code equals black, set result equals 0. Okay. Else, and here I'm just gonna say set result equals you lose. Okay, so now if we echo result, it shows you lose. So it did not, oh, okay, interesting. So it came out not equaling black. If we echo color code, what does it look like? It looks like black. Okay, so we're going to strip the quotes the way they suggested. They said that very specifically. To prevent that from happening, strip any quotes from the strings being compared. I'm trying to think, what is the way that we do this? Okay. I'm sitting badly and I need to stand up for a sec. Wow, I've already used a lot of time. I'm just going really slow, I guess. It's common. All right, I'll be back in a minute. It's way too high again. There. Just need a minute. Just a minute. And I'll come back and sit down with better posture. We took a little longer than I meant to. All right. Substring. I actually really like that syntax that they use. Okay. So here, they did use that. So let's try this. Set color code equals black, and then do this again. Echo result. No, it says the same thing. Hmm. Do we want to use a double equals? That came up a couple times. No. Let's look again. Damn, I can't think. Wait a minute, what if I just put it like this? Oh my gosh, interesting. Oh, oh, I'm dying. I've been messing it up so badly this whole time. Oh my gosh. You have to, you completely, that's a string. Ah, oh my gosh. Okay. Of course, it had to be something obvious. It had to be something obvious. Oh my goodness gracious, that's crazy. Okay, so color code. Okay, I could try that. That's nuts. That's totally nuts. Okay, so it still says failed. It still seems to hang as well. Okay. Okay, and then these set results with the quotations. Okay, so the quotations should be removed pretty much everywhere, actually, right? Keeps opening over there. Okay, so no good there. Okay, so here it is. So we're going to say set color code equals black. Okay, so now we're going to say if color code equals black, set result equal, let me just echo for now. Echo 0, else echo, oh no. Okay, 0. Okay, so now we're going to say else if color code equals brown, echo 1, else. Okay. Okay, so it says 0. Set color code equals brown. Whoops. Oh, interesting. So now it said, oh, well, I left something out. Okay. Else if color code equals red, echo 2, else and now there's another one of these, right? Set color code equals red. Oh wait, it said oh no. Oh no, I left off the same thing again. What was I thinking? Okay. So that looks fine. I am gonna say let's not bother with this. And that's all a little confusing as well. And I'm gonna get rid of that. This is so dumb. Well, I'm putting myself through, like, trying to finagle, like, the most basic things again and again. Is it because I'm just not getting it? Or is it because 77 programming languages are too many for me? Echo 0, right? Okay. So that's what I just did. It's a nasty thing. But yeah, that's it. So now we're gonna say call resistor color test bat. It just says failed. I don't know, man. Okay, so it's time to actually look at the README and the help again here. Okay, let's look at the help now. Let's run the tests. Okay, you can submit using that. Unofficial Discord server for batch? Huh, fun. Okay, okay. Someone's speaking. All right. I never started my darn chatter. Could it? So, wait a minute. So I was just doing it like interactively in the REPL. Should I put? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Echo off. Is that gonna screw me up? I feel like we are supposed to see something echoed. I don't know. It says unexpected else. Oh, yep. It warned me about that on the SS64. It 100% did. I'm crazy for that. I am 100% crazy for that. Well, now I know. I think I'm learning. Maybe relearning, but sure. Okay, so let's do the same thing again. And now I see the 0. But we do need the echo off, right? So let's put that back in there. Is that how it was? Let's see if that's better. Nope. Okay, so now I just see the 0. So now if we call the tester thingy... So was it hanging because it was trying to give me an error warning, but was just not set up correctly? So it said passed, passed, passed. And now I do see failed all colors. And I don't know how the all colors was supposed to work. Interesting, interesting. So it shows 3 passed. Interesting. It says one of these failed, and it was this one. So I want to say that what it's trying to tell me is that if it gets called with nothing, then it should just pass back the full list of colors. Yeah? Test failed all colors. Yellow 4. Does it hang at that point? Huh. Alright, so I think maybe we do this. Exit /B0. Wait a minute. The switch should be this way, right? I think. Syntax error, unexpected EQ black. Well, that doesn't seem good. So we have to check if it's empty, right? I seem to remember that being a thing that we do. Hmm. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. Should have been able to find that quicker, maybe. %1 equals empty brackets. So if %1, and to be honest, I don't remember what the use of the square brackets is. Square brackets in Windows Batch. Hmm. Let's see. Still no good. And then what was the thing where you can match just the first part? What was that called? Let's see. So it was, so you'd go help, and it was this. Learned something. Learned something. Just the other day. I didn't know about concats. That's great. So I think that is like needed, basically. All right. Nope. Unexpected equal black. Darn. So let's see. Will it be better with the double equal sign? No, I messed it up. I wonder. I guess it might. I don't think that seems right. Unexpected else. Ah, it changed. Do we know where is the unexpected else? Shoot. Huh. Unexpected else. All right. Only I weren't so slow, huh? Well, okay, well that looks like what's supposed to come out. Why does it still look like it's hanging? Not sure on that. It might be okay though. Let me see. What is the call? I don't remember. So you can call when when you're running a script, you can run another script. So why did it say here to use call? So let's see. So what happens if I don't use call? Yeah, that seems fine. But now it failed the black, white, and orange. There was a time years ago when I was relatively newish to this stuff that I thought that I was kind of good at it. And I don't know like to what extent I'm just a lot worse now. Maybe because I've changed up too many things about my approach or whatever, but I don't know, man. All right, so the point of using these characters is that you're just sort of constructing a little bit of a string thing. Um, Let's see. I can hear myself over there. Did I have some thought as to what I thought the problem might be? Okay, well there it is. There's the number. And if it's nothing, and if we try the test. Okay, it says passed, 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 passed. So if we call the test, it's going to hang, right? Okay, let's submit. I think, wait, I think if I do test, it'll just tell me that it won't work, right? Oh, interesting. So it did try, but it would work on Windows, presumably, and not here. Let's submit it. My first Windows batch problem on Exorcism. I just spent well over an hour on this. Well, I don't know exactly what time I started, but let's just move on to the next one. It was a lot of back and forth. It just doesn't feel like a very productive way. I am actually going to take 5 minutes and walk outside. Does it say this is okay? Was it able to run tests? This track does not support automatically running exercise tests, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. Okay, well, I ran it. Okay, I'm gonna walk outside. With any luck, I'll clear my head a little bit, because what I'm noticing more than anything is that it seems like a very slow loop or process that I'm working with here, and I ought to be able to go faster. It's a shell type of language. I ought to be able to do most things in the REPL, and I kind of did, but I think not enough. And before I walk outside, let's just review like what the major errors were that I made. So I forgot to use percent signs around here. I forgot to put the else on the same line as this bracket. That was crazy. I don't know if the exit is actually required. Overall, it's an ugly and nasty thing. I'm not sure why they're trying to get you to echo, like, all of the colors. Like, I don't think that was mentioned in the README, was it? Oh, to look up the numerical value associated, and to list the different band colors. So it is right there, to list the different band colors. Okay. I am going to step outside for probably not 5 minutes, but 2 or 3 minutes probably. All right, be right back. Oh man, I gotta fix my share. I don't know what I did. Oh. Oh man, I'm trying to imagine like how nice it would be if I had like an ergonomic desk setup. Like what if I just went to like a library or something, like the university library at the university I used to go to, like they've got like computer labs. They've got like a library with computers, and it's wonderful. There's plenty of space on the desk. The screens are large. The keyboards are nice. Everything is nice. And the chairs especially are very comfortable. And I'm just thinking, man, maybe the time has come that I ought to invest in something like that. I mean, I don't know. Uh, yeah. It's I don't know. Yeah, just realizing that increasingly it's hard for me to just sit hunched over a computer. It's horrible. It's horrible, but it is like, I don't know. So, and then the other thing is what I realized is I didn't have a good time with this because this code that I ended up with is ludicrous. Like this is really, really bad. Doing it with a file would make a lot more sense. You know, by far. Or like anything other than this, honestly. Like it's horrible. It's horrible. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, so when I opened up the console and tried using find, it like the switches were not possible or whatever, like, right? Like, so we can find the green, but if we want a line number or something, we try a switch like this, and it says ignored. So what's going on there? I don't I think it's a wine issue, I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. And so, I don't know, I think a big part of what was fun about doing this, like last year, was I felt like I was like cruising and I felt like I was kind of good at some of this, but I sure don't feel like I'm good at any of this now. Like this is horrible. Well, Windows Batch, let's be real, it's not a popular programming language, and with good reason. But we should still be able to come up with something way better than this. This is insane. All right, so should we look at somebody else's solution? Will that help? Hmm. You know, that is interesting. So they're just doing kind of a string thing, and then they're just gonna put it into there. So, I mean, I guess that's interesting. Um, yeah, it kind of makes you think, but like Windows batch sucks. I mean, it really does. Um, they used a loop for this, so I mean, that's cool. If not defined, it's another good one. That was shown wherever I was looking, wasn't it? If not defined. Man. Okay, let's do one from my actual spreadsheet. Maybe I'll feel better about that. So batch, we have raindrops, nth prime, and Scrabble score. They're all easy. They're all... Everything sucks in batch. You know what? Let's try and knock out the rest of batch. And not look at it anymore. Everything sucks, I think, in batch. Alright. Let's do raindrops first, maybe. Okay, here we go. I have some nostalgia for batch. It has been a lot of years. It was 2019 when I had that job. And I was doing a lot of batch, and I was proud of myself for making it work. And why not? I mean, I was making some cool shit work, I thought. But it's nostalgia value. It's very much like any admiration I have for it is very warts and all, because it's a lot of warts. Okay. So raindrops is a very simple one. So we'll go into the raindrops bat file. Here it is, batch. So we're going to take an input and we're going to set a result. So let me look. How did this guy actually use the result? He said set result equals... a pseudo array variable. That's what they did, right? Unlike PowerShell, which fully supports arrays. Yeah, so that's what that guy did. That's, I mean, you know, apparently it's standard. So enable delayed expansion and a reference like this. So I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that either. I think I'm just going to echo whatever it is, and that's going to be it. So we have an input. That part is fine. Let's do the next thing. So we want to check a mod, right? arithmetic. Okay, we're going to look at for arithmetic expressions. Okay. Yeah, this seems good to me, I think. So I'm going to set, we're going to use the arithmetic switch, and we're going to put, and I'm going to call this mod 3, I guess. I'm going to put equals. So were they using underscores? Do I need to be using an underscore? It is a common practice to prefix variable names with underscore or dollar. They're not required, but help to prevent any confusion. All right. So sure. So mod 3 equals, and then we'll expand input, and then we'll put the modulus, and then we'll put 3. Yeah? Let's look at arithmetic again. When referring to a variable in your expression allows you to omit the percents. Okay, let's do it then. Okay, and then I'll just put a 5 here, so we've got it, and a 7. Whoops. Okay. So now, can we use OR in our if statement? Or maybe we want to use this AND. Logical negation, bitwise invert. So if any of them came out as 0, then okay. Wait, oh my gosh. So if all of them came out non-zero, okay, let me make a note. If all 3 came out non-zero, then we echo the input. Okay, so all 3 came out non-zero. So I think we can use this arithmetic expression. So mod 3 non-zero equals, and then a logical negation. Is that too much? Logical negation of mod 3. Right? Okay. So now we go and then only if it comes out non-zero and we and these three together, then we just echo the input. All non-zero equals mod 3 non-zero and is that the and? Yeah, that's fine. Mod 5 non-zero and mod 7 non-zero, right? Okay. So now we say if percent all non-zero equals 0. One. Each of these will be set to 1 no 0 if that variable came out 0, non-zero. So I think it makes more sense if we say 0, right? They'll be set true if it is 0. So let's get rid of that. So, yeah, but again, it doesn't make sense. I feel like I want to do it on paper, but I don't have any paper here. My desk setup is insane. My desk setup is insane. Okay, let me just do an example. Okay, so say mod 3 is, let's start with the example where we echo it. So 1 mod 5 is 2 and mod 7 is 3. In that case, we echo the input. So these were non-zero. I changed it, but I shouldn't have. I am a complete and utter mess. I hate seeing myself make errors like that. I don't know if I'm not sure exactly which factors contribute to me making insane errors like that. Um, I think it's more my age than anything, to be honest, at this point, or just I don't know, habits, something. I don't know. Um, yeah, so this is right, I think. But you know what? I'm glad I spent a little time checking. Maybe? I'm not sure I'm glad or not. All right, so in that case, echo input, and we're done. Okay, next case. Okay, so now let's see the if again. Uh-oh, where did it go? So double equal is here. So I think we want to use any q. All right, so if mod 3, I will say that set arithmetic expression, that seems a little slick. That seems actually nice. I mean, I think it's about as nice as what you can do in Bash. Maybe? Maybe not. It seems decent. Okay, so any q 0. Set result equals. Okay, so now we have to remind myself it's pling plang plong or something insane like that. Okay, pling is the... Oh yeah, it was that. Because I've seen this one before. I know it. I know it. Alright, set result equals pling. I guess we should maybe start... let's see. Let's say we'll set result equals pling like that, else set result equals. Okay. Nomadic keeping... Sorry. Thanks for your chat, Nomadic keeping LKD. Alright, so mod 3. Okay, this time let's do 5. 0. Set result equals result playing. Yeah? And then 7. Plong. All right, and then at the end of that, echo result. Moving really slow. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's essentially all of it, I believe. So now we see what actually may work. Do you wish to see? No, I don't. Oh, that's messing me up, actually. What is going on there? Ooh, that was weird. It was trying to autocomplete in a weird way. Probably because I have it shrunk down with no lines. But it wasn't doing that before, I didn't think. Probably because I was just pressing up to do it again. Anyway. So, if we run raindrops bat, and I put a number in, let's try 5. It says echo is off. Didn't do that before. Alright, at echo off, set local, set... Interesting. So let me look at my other one again. So we said at echo off. Okay. We said set local, enable delayed expansion. This time we've done some capitalization or whatever, so I don't know about that. So we did set input. Okay. And I tried some of these things, I guess. Huh. So let's try that part at least. So I'm gonna say set mod 3 equals 2. Set mod 5 equals 0. Set mod 7 equals what? 5? And then I'm going to say set input equals 5. So just checking this part, I guess. So now I'm going to say if mod 3% not equal 0, set result equals pling. Okay. Else set result equals, and then I'm gonna say if, well, okay, let's just, we can just do that part, I guess. Oh, interesting. Syntax error, unexpected too new. Oh, it was supposed to be NEQ. I just misspelled it. Huh. Okay. Huh. So, is a space required there? I wasn't expecting such a thing, but it could be. Okay, so now what if we run it again? It says pling. That's what it's supposed to say, right? So that's good. 7. Uh-oh, that still says pling. That's not good. Pling, plang, plong. Oh, no, no, no. It was supposed to be playing. Okay, so pling is right out. Pling is right out. What about 3? What about 4? I'm getting plings everywhere. Okay. So now can we do some of this? Can we echo input? You know, just a little classic quote-unquote print debugging. Echo mod 3. Whoops. Okay, so I see 4, 1, 4, 4. All right. So those numbers are right. So down here, I don't know what I was thinking, but this doesn't make sense, right? So no, it should be equal. Why was I doing not equal there? I don't recall why I was doing not equal there. I think I was thinking back to these ones, non-zero. But that was pointless. So yeah, this not equal. All right, well, you know, it's strange. It still says pling, right? Even though I changed it. This is looking nasty. All right, so I see 4, 1, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4. So completely wrong. Could hardly be more wrong. So that bang is not doing whatever I hoped it was doing. So, hey, at least we zeroed in on something. So let's see the arithmetic again. So we were supposed to be able to do logical negation, or at least that was my hope. Logical negation. So a 0 should be turned to a 1, and then any non-zero value should be turned to a 0. Right? So that seems like what I wanted. Logical negation. Okay, so what did I actually type? Huh. So these looked like they came out right. So if I were to go with another number like 5... Wait a minute. Yeah, that looks right. Or 7. Or, let's see. How about 105? So that bang is not doing an operation at all, it doesn't look like. Should it be escaped or something? I'm gonna log off once I submit this one. I think I actually do think it's likely close to done. Necessary turn off delayed expansion? Really? Okay, let's see. Okay, well, it did reverse them that time. I see a pling, and that's good too. I don't, well, it's always been showing pling though. So now what if we do some other number? Oh, interesting, it showed pling plong. That's crazy talk. Alright, so maybe that's okay. No. Nope, it's definitely not okay. It came out pling plong. That's madness. Now it says echo is off. What the heck? I think that was supposed to be the input. No, that doesn't make sense. Plong now came out? Oh, what the heck? Echo is off. I don't want it saying echo is off. That's messed up. This still doesn't make any sense. I was agonizing over it before because it's nonsense. Yeah, I can't read it. I'm just not able to read it at all. Okay. So they all came out as zeros. Hmm. Wait a minute. Wasn't there an and listed? I'm gonna drive myself crazy this way. Wasn't there an and listed under if? Maybe? Hmm. I'm actually rather close, I think. Eight two three one 0000. So these should be ors. Am I crazy right now? Yeah, I'm feeling crazy. So these were supposed to be, say, just 0. And I think they should be ands, because they all have to be on. No. If this one is 0, or so if any of them came out 0, then we're done, right? Yeah, I think I finally got it, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now here's a question. Can we do this instead? And get rid of these. I messed it up. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so at that point it's okay. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it alone. I'm not sure about being able to use parentheses. Actually, wait, hold on. It does say we can group expressions with parentheses. Let's try then. So here, we'll put this. Yeah, okay, so let's try some. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So something was a little bit better, but not all of it. I don't think that's quite the problem. Hold on. Now I see the playing? Huh. That's messed up. Uh-oh, it says playing. Oh no! That's insanity. What the heck is going on there? Okay, so I think that doesn't really make sense. I think what makes more sense would be... Okay, so I'm going to get rid of these. I think we just want to set result up here. Better? No. That is crazy the way it would just keep adding more and more. A little bit crazy. Okay. So this is how it was, right? It keeps adding more and more. That's madness. Here, it looks like it added another playing. What the... Huh. Oh, yes. Here we run into the most infamous quirk of Windows Batch. This expansion happens at some awkward time. It like happens when it first reads through the whole script or something like that, but it doesn't happen like you would hope or expect that it would happen after evaluating this if statement, but that is not the case from what I understand. Instead, it evaluates it down in here. Now, I think that the delayed expansion option helps with that, but of course we turned it off because turning it off made this bang here work, right? So I think what we can do maybe is maybe use delayed expansion for part of it, but not for another part, maybe? I'm not sure, but we're gonna look. So we can do set local enable delayed expansion, which helps a lot, as we noticed. I wish I... I'm gonna want to log off soon here. It's getting late. What I don't want to say is that I don't want to say it, so I'm not going to say it. But not to be too vague, I just, I'm not exactly alone in the house. So I just want to go to bed and be quiet at this point in the night. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Windows Batch is mental with all this, like, default expansion, parse time expansion, delayed expansion. It's pretty mad. It's pretty insane. Alright, so in the helpful forum, for this to work, it's necessary to turn off delayed expansion. That's so crazy. Enable extensions. Is this going to help us? Command extensions. And what are command extensions? I'm just craving to come to an end. I wish I didn't think anybody could hear me speaking. Alright, so if we set local enable delayed expansion here, then can we do it? Let's see. Well, it's not continuing to expand more and more, but it's still very wrong. I'm seeing a bunch of playing. playing 5 times. That's so insane. What the heck is that about? Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm craving to finish this up. I don't quite know how to do it in a different way. I'm just gonna do something horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna do something really awful here. I'm gonna I'm gonna hard code all of the options because I just want to be done. How many options is there? So there's pling alone, plong alone, playing alone. I think it's, and then it's pling playing, pling plong, uh, playing plong, and then all 3, right? Okay. So pling is when this came out 0, and this did not, and this did not. I don't know if this is even going to let me get done. Okay, so then I'm dying. This is so bad. Yeah, it's funny because it's just the way I feel about it really depends on the circumstances. Like, I don't know, man. Okay, so pling is if this one was 0 and the other 2 were not. So now this one is not 0. This one is 0, and this one is not 0. Yeah, it's making me self-conscious looking at this, and I've been here for ages. Alright, so now these 2 are not 0. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry. It's skill issues. And that's it. Right? That's so it's ridiculous. Okay, so this one is playing. So I'll come back on in the morning, but yeah, it'll be different. So that's not right, clearly. Yeah, not even close. I've got a bunch of ors in there. Those need to be ands. I forgot to change them to ands. I would say, yeah, I legit forgot. Okay. Well, I mean, let's see the test. Oh, this is my first time even trying the test. So I see 3 that say passed. I really just want to shut up and not make any more sound. So how many tests are there here? It looks like, how many is this? It looks like it's showing 3 tests passed, I think. Expected pling. Okay, I think I just need to capitalize. I believe I just need to capitalize. Yeah. It's not even that late. I should be willing to stream this late. I think the thing is I didn't turn on my fans this time, and that's why I'm just feeling super self-conscious. There are other factors too, but let me just submit this and log off without going into any other factors. Oh man, I'm not feeling well. I subconscious feeling is one of the feelings I hate the most. But I mean, I think everybody feels that way, right? really not happy with that. That's like the nastiest thing possible. I'll move it over. I shouldn't complain about anything. I just, yeah, I'm not, I don't feel comfortable right now even speaking out loud. Like, I'm so super murmury. Okay. Yeah, I moved it over. Yeah, that's it. That's it.